2 2 2 2 2. Two. 2 1 2.
blogmantic.com.
What's1day.com?
유로만지다.
Get cosy. I'm Ali, and I run Lighthouse. I'm Sian, I'm the head of program also at Lighthouse. So Lighthouse is an arts charity, and we exist to find, nurture and showcase underrepresented, new, emerging and established creatives who use digital technology. We do this through talent development programs, mentorship and commissioning projects that break new ground. It's really brilliant to see you all here tonight. We first developed Lighthouse Young Creatives back in 2018 for young people aged 16 to 25, and we're now in the 5th programme. Keep the whoops, I like the whoops. It's a 6-month talent development initiative, but what makes it really special is that it was designed with the young people who took part. They knew exactly what was missing, what barriers they faced and what support they needed, and they were the ones that were standing at the foot of a mountain. And most of us know what that mountain is, not everyone. You'll come to it. But it's that mountain that you come to when you start thinking about leaving education, find work, making your voice heard, discovering who you are and figuring out where you belong. And I remember it 30 years ago. And I was in that position, and it felt like there were not many paths to take, and there was no clear map to guide the way. And today the mountain is even bigger, steeper, slippery, overwhelming, and the support systems that once existed have been suspended, reduced or cut entirely. The demand for the few that remain are greater than ever. Lighthouse Young Creatives exists because the current systems for people in this age group are broken. And accessing in-person expertise is tough. Finding creative spaces where young people can meet, collaborate and share their work is even tougher. And without financial security, unpaid work experience is not an option. And building an independent creative practice takes resources and time and connections, and as a result, many talented young creatives remain underrepresented in our city's creative industries, making them less diverse, less inclusive and less accessible. And that is why we are here, to change it. We believe in art and we believe in creativity, and it's the core of who we are. It helps us understand the world, to tell our stories and express our struggles, joys and dreams. It could be music, film, photography, poetry or digital worlds. Art has a power to connect us, and in 2020, when the whole world shut down, what did we turn to? We looked for the stories and we looked for the art and creativity. It's not the cherry on the cake, it's the yeast that makes it rise. It's what sustains us, but it also helps us shape industries, fuels innovation, and creates careers like nothing else can. So this, for our young creatives, is the beginning. It's a new chapter, a fresh start for these incredible creatives. Sorry, this is where I get emotional. And this is just the first step, and I couldn't be more excited about what is to come next. I'm committed to breaking down barriers, sharing the tools that help young people climb that mountain, and invite you all to share that mission. And you can do that, guys, because right now we're in the middle of our Big Give campaign for Arts for Impact, where we are fueling the future. Oh, seamless. And we are aiming to raise £10,000, and we're almost halfway there, but we need your help to reach that goal. So every pound that is donated gets matched by the Big Give, and if you are able to contribute, we have an iPad near the door. So as you're leaving, please make some donations tonight, because every pound will make a difference. Now, for some thank yous. They say it takes a village, and they, whoever they are, they're not. But in this case, it takes a city. First, let's say thank you to our LYC cohort from 2025. Thank you. Thank you so much for being part of this programme, for showing up every week, for bringing your ideas and your energy and your brilliance into this space. Once you're part of Lighthouse, you're part of the team and you're part of the family, and we'll always be here for you. I also wanted to say thank you to the incredible LYC mentors. To Abraham, to Sarah, to Math J, and to Callum. You've brought care and dedication and expertise, and you've really made magic happen. You're all awesome. Thank you to the brilliant Lighthouse team. I'm going to say your names. You don't all have to whoop, but think about it. Think the whoops, because I think we're behind time now already, and it's going to be my fault. Tom and Lucy and Bobby and Neve and Monica and Emma, who, by the way, is celebrating her 20 years at Lighthouse today. Happy birthday. I hope you're embarrassed. Lewis, thank you so much on the tech. What a dude. And to our phenomenal programme drivers for Lighthouse Young Creatives, Luca. And the amazing Sian. You've really made this programme run like a well-oiled machine. I've said this before, but people don't often say thank you to their trustees, but thank you, trustees. I know some of you are here. You put forward your time voluntarily and your expertise, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you to our future creative leaders who are in the background and they're kind of driving our governance and making big decisions. You're amazing. Thank you to the Rose Hill, who have provided space for us pretty much weekly for the last 6 months to make and to learn and to sort of become a true creative community. Thank you so much. And finally to our funders, because without them it would not be possible to make this work. Henry Smith Foundation, Chalk Cliff Trust, Sussex Community Foundation, and finally to our business sponsors who are really special because they invest in the programme financially through their funding, but also give up mentorship. Baxter and Bailey, Cog App, Story Things, and our mega heroes, MPB. Jolene, I think you're here, but MPB provide all the high-end, awesome camera equipment which pretty much everyone on the programme has used, so thank you so much for your invaluable support. And that's it from me. You'll be pleased to hear, and over to you, Sian.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Sian. As Ali said, I've had the joy and the privilege of running LYC this year. I've been told I have to do some housekeeping before I say anything else because I'll forget. Toilets, if you need them, are through the back door over there. Bobby pointing frantically at them. If you hear a fire alarm, we need to evacuate out of the back door and congregate out there. There are photos and filming happening tonight, so please let us know if you do not want to be. Oh, and we're also live streaming. Neve is doing that. We've got cameras up here, so yeah, cameras everywhere basically, but if you need to avoid them or us to avoid you, please tell us. I just want to say that it really is the beating heart of what we do at Lighthouse, and each year we're in awe of the creativity and innovation and talent of the young people that come through the programme and their commitment to turn up every week. You will see their work is all around us. We have photography, we've got projection, VR, illustration, games. We've got a station and a film that's screened in there. You may not be able to experience it to its fullest tonight, but we're open every day except Monday and Tuesday until the 30th, Sunday the 30th. So please come back and experience it in a calmer setting, and we will welcome you with open arms. I've got some thank yous too. But first, I want to say that LYC is a programme that the city desperately needs. Ali's already touched on it, but opportunities to learn and to create and to connect outside of formal education settings are few and far between, especially when they're in grassroots and youth-led venues like this. So please do consider donating if you can over there. And if you're a young person interested in taking part in the next round of LYC, come and talk to one of us or one of the mentors. We would love to hear from you. And yeah, thank you. Ali has mentioned a few. We have been lucky enough to have the best mentors in the business again this year, so thank you again. And also, I want to say thank you to some of the creative professionals that have run masterclasses for us. Emma Franklin, Scarlett Fay, Maya, Simon James, Jacob Hunter, Ivan and Lucia from MPB, Baxter and Bailey's, Ori and Lydia, and Laurie Bassam, thank you for inspiring us all. You were incredible. I'm going to hand over now to the people that you are actually here to see, LYC. They're all going to share talks and performances and pieces of their work with you, so please welcome them. And first, Macy is going to come up and say a few words to open. So please welcome Macy to the stage.
Public speaking, welcome to Beyond the Barrier. I don't want to repeat too much, but I wanted to say, firstly, again, thank you to everyone. Being on Lighthouse Young Creatives has been awesome. It's been a really valuable space to be able to play and experiment creatively. Having that kind of platform has been something I think we all needed, and I'm really proud of all of us because we've done it. Everything's up. So we have a very exciting night ahead. We've got some walks, some performances, and there'll be wardrobe changes. But yeah, I think I would like to just hand over to Ocean, who's going to introduce the first part of the night. And yeah, thanks for coming and supporting us. It means the world. So yeah.
Hello, I'm Ocarina. I'm going to be this for the first section of this evening. First up, we have a fantastic digital artist, Mark. He's going to be talking a bit about the video game that they created. So welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Ocean. Hi, everyone. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Where am I present? Let me check if this works. Okay, that is working. Cool. Hi everyone, I'm Mark, and over the last 6 months I've been learning Unity so that I could make a little game called Vessel of Feeling. I will say this is my new mango companion, gifted to me by my friend Trade. So yeah, that's why I'm holding it. So yeah, I'll try my best to get through this fairly quickly. I started by allowing myself the space to just try to make a game. I'm someone who always finds a million reasons as to why I'm incapable or not good enough to create things or make new projects, and this was an incredibly valuable step in that journey because just being kind enough to myself to start laid the groundwork for the rest of the project. And I didn't have high expectations. I just wanted to have fun and see where it all goes. This step wouldn't have been possible without the journey that my partner Tabitha went on. She made a game last year called Melancholy Meadows. It was a VR experience, and I watched her entire journey from all her disability flare-ups, all the struggles with Unity as a software, and all the reactions of the lovely people that came to play her game. And it showed me that I don't need to be perfect, I just need to get started. She showed to me that there is more beyond the barrier. So for the initial theme, it was quite loose. I'm someone who loves games, and one of my favorite games is Portal 2. And and in that game you explored a huge abandoned facility that's decaying, and as you progress through the game, nature begins to take over it. And I really enjoyed that theme, and I thought if I'm someone who's been doing illustrations for the past 10 years and I'm into a 3D game making software, I might as well have fun making something that I enjoy. So that's where I started. This is a quick journey outline of how it went. You can see it started fairly well, and then January 1st of this year I panicked and realized that way through the course. So I started following YouTube tutorials, and that was absolute hell, I can't lie to you. Following 4 to 10-year-old YouTube tutorials with a software that updates every year is not very fun. And then there was a bit of a dip where I wasn't sure where I was heading with the whole thing. And then there was a pretty pivotal moment where I wrote a poem in one of the Lighthouse workshops that was run by Scarlett Fay. And it was this one here. It's about, actually I'm gonna read this bit off my phone. So this poem changed the course of my game and reinforced the meaning of its theme. The poem is about processing our negative emotions, going inward and feeling the pain and the grief that we encounter through life, also that we can allow space for the positive emotions that make life worth living. This relates heavily to who I am as an individual, as 2 years ago I was someone who struggled to express his emotions, someone who overanalyzed and overcriticized his feelings, someone who always used to put the emotions of others before his own, and someone who felt shame every single day. And then that all changed very slowly when I started going to counselling. I began to learn how to tap into my emotional well-being. I began to learn how the value of experiencing my feelings and how they can guide me and get me through tough times. And how these feelings are this energy that needs to be felt, that needs to be embraced. And how ignoring them only worsens me as a human being and my quality of life. I'm going to sit down actually. So my self-worth, confidence and sense of identity have only healed since, and I've reached a point where I can confidently stand in front of all of you and express myself with little to no shame. Different sources will try to pull your roots, whether it's your family, people in power, or society itself. They will attempt to sabotage who you truly are. I believe that we have no identity without feelings, and we feel, therefore we are, and that's what inspired the name of the game, Vessel of Feeling. I am now able to cry without shame, I am able to tap into my healthy anger, and these are tools that I have reclaimed through going inward and figuring out my issues. And you can do this too with the help of counselling, therapy, or mental health books, and I highly recommend that you do. And I know that sounded like I was trying to promote better help on YouTube or something, but I promise you, I genuinely believe that. So moving on, that's some of the artworks that I've made also about mental health and emotional well-being during uni. So this is a theme that I've meddled with in the past. And this is actually how the game looked when I first started. It was honestly, what is this? But I very quickly found out that I loved building the environments for the game, and that was the jam of it. And where I figured out the lighting, the color saturation to make it actually look good, and just some screenshots of what you will find if you go through the game. But yeah, thank you. I also want to thank I just wanted to thank Lighthouse for making this course possible. I want to thank Tabby again for being a huge source of inspiration. I want to thank my mentor Math J for all her wisdom and knowledge. And thank you for listening to me ramble for the past 7 minutes.
Do we have the chairs out for this next one, I think? So yeah, you can have a run through the game when you guys come back to see the rest of the exhibition. But next up, we actually have a collaboration. 3 filmmakers on the course, Jake, Savannah and have come together to make a short film. They're gonna, along with their mentor Callum, they're gonna come up and do a Q&A and tell you about their film.
Hello. What a turnout. Absolutely fantastic to see so many people coming out to support such a wonderful organisation that Lighthouse is, and a wonderful programme that the LYC is. I can't believe, that I have the honour to actually mentor as the lead filmmaker mentor on the programme. And it's always such a privilege working with lots of young people, helping them learn about filmmaking, exploring different themes that they could try and tap into to bring a short film to life. So I'll just quickly do a brief introduction of who I am and the project that we did. So over the 6 months, these fabulous young people decided to make a short film, which I believe is their first short film, called Homegrown, which is a project that tackles radicalisation among young men and how young men are getting radicalised online by social media. So it was a very heavy topical theme to tackle, and that was something that the three of you were very passionate to do. And watch them over the 6 months learn about filmmaking, from screenwriting all the way through to putting the project together was, incredible on my behalf. And the film, tackles a heavy subject, and that takes a lot of credit for you guys to be able to do. So I'll just pass you over, all of you, to introduce who you are, what you did on the project, and yeah, take it away.
Hi, I'm Sav of Savannah, and I was the writer and director of Homegrown.
Hi, my name's Lillian, and I was the producer and assistant director.
Hi, my name's Jake, and I played the lead role, Carl Miller, on the short film.
So I'm going to start off with some questions of my own from the time that I had working with these wonderful people, and then I'm going to open the floor up for the room as well to ask some questions based on the work that we produced and from some answers that you might hear from the questions that I have. So my opening question to all of you is, looking back over the 6-month journey, what was the most inspiring or eye-opening part of making the short film Homegrown?
Okay. The inspiring part was just working with everyone and the insight that we all had, because it was a definite collaborative effort, and it all started with a mind map that we made in I don't know, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and we had these things in mind, and we just started, and it spiraled. I mean, snowballed. That's a better word. It didn't get worse, better, definitely.
Coming out now, isn't it? What was it? The inspiring or eye-opening?
Yeah, most inspiring or eye-opening part of making the short film.
For me, I think probably the most eye-opening bit was when you actually gave me that producing book, so Callum gave me a book about producing, because I hadn't really had that much direct experience of it. And when I was reading it, I think the most eye-opening part, and that was felt in the project as well, was just how many steps there are to get something made, and the kind of location scouting and getting, we didn't get insurance, but you're supposed to get insurance. I'm not supposed to say that. We did get insurance.
We'll have to be insured. I want to see if I might have. We were insured.
Okay, Lighthouse were insured. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. needed to make a film. I think, because my background's in theatre, so the eye-opening bit was actually how much crossover there was with producing in theatre and producing in film. But I would say that there were definite like film-specific steps that I had to get my head around, and it was really eye-opening just how much is done in pre-production, and just how much you have to get kind of cleared and sorted before that point. So that was really eye-opening from a logistical perspective.
Yeah, well, like Savannah said, when it just came from a little mind map made in 10 minutes and seeing that we had jotted down, sort of get like made it properly produced into a short film, like the idea about like online misinformation and like radicalization on young men. But also when we actually held the auditions, because we all sort of had a hand in the script, like reading through it, but like hearing actual like actors like read through our own script and sort of seeing it being played to life for the first time, sort of put into perspective like that it's actually real, sort of people were actually reading it and then it's getting acted out properly by actual actors. So yeah, so that was when I sort of realised it was for real.
Can I also add that a really eye-opening bit was because Jake was really helpfully reading for Carl, who was the lead. And an eye-opening bit was when we were all looking at Jake going, "You're actually really good at this." So that was really eye-opening and inspiring as well. So thank you for doing that and jumping in.
I just have one question specifically for all of you for things that you've done. First question to the writer and director. The film deals with strong themes around radicalization and social media influence. What inspired the story and how did you approach writing it?
So at the time, like I said, there was a mind map, the infamous mind map. But it was it's still topical, but it was specifically very topical then. And we were very interested and we wanted something hard hitting to have people just inspired by it as well. What was that other bit of the question?
It was, what were some of the strong, what inspired the story?
The writing process.
And how did you approach writing? Because you did, in terms of the screenplay, you did a fantastic job on it.
Thank you.
Every time you come back on a Wednesday, we'd have some notes, you went away, you brought it back with a fresh draft. It's fantastic. The screenplay is on to be able to be read on the back of the room there. I recommend you flick through because Savannah did an incredible job as a writer. Shall I move on to the producing question just because of time? Shall I move on? Is that fine?
That's good.
So, obviously producing a short film is not easy,
No.
you know, and you've worked that out now from reading that book.
Yeah.
And the steps.
And from doing it.
And from doing it, yeah. You've got to take theory into practical.
Yeah,
You did a wonderful
that's
job. What were some of the key challenges that you faced as a producer, and how did you overcome them?
I think a key challenge was solving on-set problems on the production, like when you have to make decisions in like real time, and that the pressure is very acting. It's very intense. And I think probably how I overcame that was what was really helpful was that we all jumped in to solve the problem together. So I didn't ever feel like it was like all on me to do it. But if it was all on me, how I overcame it was just to remain calm. That's like a really easier said than done. But I think I'm the type of person that almost the bigger the pressure, the more calm I am. And I just kind of like go through it logically. And I always think there's always another way to do the same thing and to get it done. So that's how I overcame those kind of on-set challenges.
It's the key thing. Problem solving is like one of the main things you need as a filmmaker, I think. And everyone was really good, but from a producing point of view, you were very, very quick at problem solving, which was fantastic. Question for Jake, who played the lead. Your character Carl goes through a difficult emotional journey. How did you prepare for the role, and what did you find most challenging when doing so?
Well, I guess I found all of it challenging because I'd never really acted like that before. But I mean, preparing for the role, we looked sort of things about radicalization and that sort of thing, like American History X, watching that in the lead up, see how people can sort of get like radicalized, and how you can portray it in like the short space of a film. But yeah, the hardest, yeah, I mean, it was all pretty difficult as it was all quite new to me, the sort of acting experience. So everything that we did on set was new, but I was directed really well, given good guidance. So yeah, it made it quite easy overall.
Nice. Do we have the short thing to play? Yeah. We'll just play a short scene from the film, and then I'll open up the floor for any questions you may have.
Yeah. How are you doing, Mum? You okay?
Of course she is. You know what your mum's like.
I'd like to take this opportunity to warmly welcome each and every one of you here today to this celebration and to this farewell. It is a tall order to wake up, knowing that today is the day you have to say farewell to the physical presence of the person that you love. It is the time of the year
That was a incredible quick turnaround to get that scene ready for everyone to see tonight. But that's like a rough kind of cut of what we have in the film, which is really good to see. And I'm just going to ask if there's any questions that anyone may have that they can ask any of the young filmmakers. Anyone?
How long is it?
How long is it? It's probably going to be between about maybe 8-10 minutes long. Time we cut it because we're still cutting the film at the minute. Yep.
What was the most difficult scene to shoot?
I think there's a scene where there's an argument, and I think, I mean, it was pretty easy like throughout for me, but I think that a lot of emotions built up, and I was like, wow, we're actually doing this. So I was like, I stumbled a little bit, but I was like, I brought it back, and we got through it, and we did it, and it turned out really great. And we shot it pretty much all handheld, and we could read through the characters, and the actors did an amazing job. So yeah.
Can I answer that from the actor's perspective?
Yeah.
The hardest bit to film, so the first day it was all non-dialogue scenes. So the first day that I filmed with the dialogue scenes, it was the pub scenes, and it was already when the character was sort of radicalised, and it was a lot of improv scenes. So I sort of got thrown into it, just improv. You've got fake beers, fake drinks, improv some racist chat from a racist pub, and just sort of go along with it. And the cameras are just rolling for a couple of minutes. So that was sort of hard to get into straight away.
You did a great job.
Oh, you can.
Any other questions? There's hands at the back, one there, hand here.
Hi.
Yeah.
So, as young people, I'm asking this as an old person. Do you think that like the radicalisation of young men is kind of like the most pressing issue that concerns you at the moment?
Well, it's definitely a big issue right now, and I mean, it's always been a big issue, but through social media, it's become more apparent, and of course there's like other challenges that we go through, and especially as like just young people in general. But yeah, it's like one of the big ones. So
I think from the theme writing workshop that we did, it was quite obvious the three of you were on the same page that that was an issue that you wanted to tackle, and that's why I think the mind map happened in 10 minutes, because they were very much like, this is happening right now, the terrible like Andrew Tates of the world, who are highly impressionable young men. That was something that they wanted to tackle as a group, and it kind of, the idea just kind of lifted from there onwards. I can take one more question. Yeah.
I was just going to say, like, given the sensitive nature of what you're dealing with, did you find that it kind of raised stress levels in the group, or did it help enable all of you guys kind of work together? I mean, or when you were finished, did you kind of like sort of need to like decompress, as it were, just like, right, let's start?
It's a very good question. Very good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the topic's sensitive, so like when acting, you also have to get in a very different headspace. Like 1 minute it would be a funeral scene where his dad's just died and you're sort of low, and then the next minute, it's in the pub and you're getting radicalised by racists and you're sort of coming out with that rhetoric sort of image. So you have to get in a different headspace, and then like you said, when it's finished, you decompress and sort of just tone out everything that you've just said. I actually remember it. I won't remember it until I like actually see the footage of it. I can't really remember what I would have said in the sort of improv.
Does anyone else want to answer that question? I just know from working with you guys that you were always checking in with one another, and I remember there was times we were talking about strong themes within the group. Obviously that's like we were closed off in our own corner trying to discuss some of these themes, because they can be highly sensitive, and I'm pretty sure anyone tackling a subject like this is going to have moments of trying to get in and back out without taking it home. But I think you guys were always very mature in the way creating the film. I think you always knew that the mission was to help stop radicalisation within young men. So your goal, I think you're very goal, because like this film needs to stop that from happening, and I think that's kind of like when you see that goal, it's kind of easy to just focus in on that. How can this film help people? Which was really good. I can take one more question. One more question down here.
Excuse me. When it's finished completely, have you thought of approaching schools, because this is very high on the agenda at the moment? The length of your film would be a really good accessible amount for schools to show. I know in the last week the whole success of adolescence, I thought like 350 kids this week, and I'd say at least 250 have heard of it and nearly half of them have seen it. They're so interested in seeing representations of incel and Andrew Tate and now all the things covered in that. I think your film would be great. So rather than just thinking of mainstream audience, you should, as your young people approach schools, to show other young people. Have you thought that? Good.
We're going to discuss kind of where we want to take the film in terms of festivals and stuff, but that's a really good thought to include in our conversations about it, because I completely agree with you.
Yeah, me and Callum we were speaking about the film in the car the other day, and I mentioned that Adolescence had come out, and I'd read a bit about what it was, and I said it sort of shows what a prevalent topic our film is, that the fact that something so popular has just come out like that, and it's sort of similar to ours. And the whole time we were speaking about, if this was shown in schools, which bit could be shown where the teacher could ask the kids, where was the point where he should have made a different decision, which was the point where he did something wrong, where even if he was influenced, it was all him that sort of made his own path. So it sort of shows, that that's like a really prevalent topic at the minute, that the fact that something like that has come out quite similar and that it's really popular at the minute.
Thank you so much for listening to the Q&A that I had with the young film makers here. Massive round of applause because.
Let's hear it again for the film group. Okay, so next up we have Cassie. Cassie actually took all of our wonderful headshots that you can see around the room from all of our descriptions about ourselves. Yeah, so next up we are going to show a video which is a between Cassie and her mentor Sarah, talking about her photography project Stories Unseen.
So what was the question you asked and how did you decide upon that as the question?
The first question was, what are you proud of? It felt like a good question to start with because it wasn't like I was trying to dig traumas, it wasn't like I was, they could basically decide where the line was drawn. So they could go into as much detail about it as possible. They could make it something that they literally did that day, or it could be something they've been working on throughout their whole lives. It just felt like a good place to start to sort of find where people generally are comfortable. And I think it's a good thing to think about as well, because that question, I like that question because it's something that I've always struggled to answer myself, because it's that thing of oh no, I'm too embarrassed to be appreciative of the things that I achieved, and to then talk about it to someone as well. It's quite a big step for a lot of people who don't have that confidence, or have been allowed to have that space to kind of show their own appreciation for themselves.
What would you say were the most difficult challenges for you in this project?
For sure, getting over my own fear of rejection. That was massive.
How did that feel? Did you get many rejects?
I've had a few, yeah, but it was for genuine reasons, just because they weren't comfortable with it on the day. And sometimes I would still have a chat with them anyway, which has been quite nice because I've still got to have that experience of getting over that fear of rejection, because it wasn't like they were rejecting me. I think if I had taken the approach of just approaching anyone at any point, at any time, I think I probably faced rejection a lot more.
Over time, with the people you approached, did you start to lose some of that kind of insecurity?
I think it's more about the day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've done, I've done 7 interviews at this point, and I wouldn't say that they've got easier. I think it's just, it depends on my own level of anxiety or comfortability, or generally just how my day has gone. So yeah, it will probably get easier as time goes on, but I haven't recognised that it's got easier in that respect.
Yeah.
It's still something I need to work up to in my head. Okay.
Yeah. Was there anything that surprised you, or things that you learned from doing this, the experience of the whole project?
I guess that people are open to it. I think that they like having someone to talk to. Yeah. There's something about making a new connection that's really exhilarating. The days that I've had interviews, I felt this aliveness in my yes, I can face the world, I can do anything. And that's just from I don't know, a few minutes conversation with someone that I've never met before, and it's also good to exercise that as well, because we feed off each other. So if you approach someone with a nervous energy, they're more likely to be nervous back. So it's been really good for me to learn to be comfortable in myself, because the more comfortable I am about myself, like the more comfortable they get as well.
And one final question. Cassie, what are you most proud of?
Definitely just starting. Like, that is the moment where I was like, okay, yeah, I'm alright. Like I can do this, because this project has been in my mind for like 7 years.
Yeah.
And it's stayed quite solidly there. So it's definitely something that I always wanted to do. Kind of using the mentorship program as a way to kind of feel like I did have a bit of a net underneath me if something did go horribly wrong, whatever that could possibly even be. Like it was just enough to give me that push. Like, okay, if I'm gonna do it, it kind of needs to be now. Like, and then I'll just get to tell. Like, then I'll be able to tell if it's worth me following on with. Yeah. So that's probably what I'm most proud of, was just that first interview, and just kind of
And it's like a snowball that's rolling now, I guess, because each time you interview someone, if you feel that sense of achievement and elation and connection, it's boosting you to and kind of self-affirming that this is right, this is what you want to be doing.
You have to share the energy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much. Really nice to talk about it. I did that all in one take. God, I hope we find it.
Cassie, and yeah, you can check out Cassie's work over here in the exhibition. Next up, we have Freya, and Freya's going to talk to you a bit about her work using sort of found media. Yeah, so welcome to the stage, Freya.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming tonight. Yeah, I'm Freya, I'm an artist from Brighton. My work's over in the corner over there. Yeah, I started LYC with a quite broad aim to try and just focus on my practice and to nourish it and just sort of see what happens. And I had a really lovely time doing that, I can safely say. I got a lot of really good things out of it. I'd always made work for fun and kind of as a hobby, but as I'm sure anyone who makes creative things, it's really hard to just sit down and do stuff as much as you'd like to. So I really wanted to use the LYC as a chance to give myself some structure and have a support system to really focus and concentrate on what I'd already done, skills. And I really loved the really wide range of workshops that were part of the programme. I mainly make work across collage, illustration, video, and a little more recently sound. And the main gist of what I do is taking archive images, found film and sound, and then editing them and reworking them. But a lot of the time I found the workshops that I really enjoyed the most were like in things I'd never done before, like songwriting or performance. It was a really interesting way to learn about making things and thinking about just creative making and how to do something with maybe less expectations. I've also been really interested in taking my interest in communication into branding and creative direction. So LYC really let me make the poster for the exhibition tonight, and I made that the back of a workshop I did with some of the members of the cohort. So we kind of collaboratively came up with some ideas. That was really great. I'd never had a chance to do anything like that before, so that was really fun. And yeah, so it's been a really lovely chance as well to work with other people of the same age. It's so hard to get the chance to really see how other people work, and that's also been such a great aspect of this programme, which I'm really grateful for. So thank you so much to Lighthouse. It's really wonderful that something like this exists in Brighton for young people. So yeah, now I'm going to leave you with an excerpt of my ongoing project, Is Everyone Listening?, which is based off a 1948 newsreel about American radio broadcasting.
For the answer to these human problems, listen in tomorrow, same time, same station. For the answer to these human same time, same station. For the answer to these human problems, listen in tomorrow, same time, same station.
So next up we have Wakisa, who uses photography and virtual reality, and she's going to be speaking to you about her project, Like a Bowl of Fruit. If she can get through.
Okay, cool. Oh shit. Okay, hi, I'm Wakisa Chikungu. I'm part of the Lighthouse Young Creatives cohort of 2024 to 25, and my project is Like a Bowl of Fruit. This is a series of photographs and a short VR experience that was inspired by sorry, my mum's recording me. I can't take it seriously. Hi, Mum. That was inspired by many things that I will be showing you. And I'll start off by showing my photographs. So, I don't know. Oh, nice, thank you. So these are my images. The models are actually here right now. I don't know if you can spot them. Hey, right at the back. Sorry. So these are my portraiture, the 3 portraitures that I chose to display that are up there. I'm very proud of them. I love the way that they came out. And then those are my 3 landscape images that I chose to put out, which also are up there. And I'm going to show my 3 main inspirations. So over there is a guy called Mark Seeley, and I don't really know him that well, but he has a book called Photography, Race, Rights and Representations, which my brother gifted to me for Christmas, and he's here right now. Thank you, Antonio. And it's what started me off on the journey of these images. Hi. Sorry, I'm looking at all my friends at the back again. But his book, he talks about how photography as a medium is kind of stilted in a way, and I think it's hard to make it creative because it is quite technical. Making it an art takes effort and takes thought, and he just discussed the way that jazz is such a creative genre. It has the bass construction, but you also have the improvisation on top, which is what makes it so beautiful. And he just talked about the fact that photography as a medium should be more like jazz, which I found very interesting. And I thought about the fact that I love bossa nova. That's bossa nova! That's the one in the middle, Stan Gates. If you come to the exhibition on any other day, you'd be able to listen to my records, which are over there. Got some bossa nova, listen to it, look at my photos, very good. And I just thought about the way that bossa nova makes me feel. Despite the fact that I don't know Portuguese or Brazilian Portuguese, it really evoked an emotion within me. And I didn't need to read up on it to understand what it was trying to tell me. And I wanted to just make photographs that do that, basically. Thank you. Thank you. And then to the left, this is a photograph from Nadav Kanda, and he's a big inspiration when it comes to the visual side of my photography. I love the way that his images look, and I wanted my photos to kind of look like his photos, yeah. Onto the VR project, which is very short, but I'm very proud of it. And these are some screenshots from it. So you've got the one on the left, which is kind of like the startup, and then some information which you can't really see on the right. But yeah, if you have a chance to come by and see it, it'd be very good, and you can read more up on what inspired me for my photography project. And this is a QR code to my Instagram page. It doesn't have many followers because I just made it, but if you want to learn more about my imagery and about the VR project, and I'm also making a documentary with my friends. It's a very short one, but it's in this bookstore called Afroy Books in Brighton. It's a black-owned bookstore. Thank you. And it's it's a very cool place to be. And yeah, I think you guys should follow me.
Give it up again for Wikisa. We are now on to our last participant of this section. So next up we have V, who put me in an escape room. I'm actually really annoyed that I get to do it. I can't lie. But she's going to tell us a bit about her escape room, and then she's going to be doing a DJ set for us during the interval. So after this act, you'll have 15 minutes to get a drink, go to the toilet, etc. and listen to V's DJing.
Sorry, I didn't include Ocean because they knew too much. But I don't know how I'm supposed to match Rakisa's bubbliness, but I'll try. I was really unsure what to do with my project. Like, I felt very lost in my creativity, and I really wasn't sure what to do at all. So, I really just wanted to make something that would be really fun, and just have just do something really silly, and just not take it seriously, and that's kind of what I was going for. Like, I've always been fascinated by games, especially like psychological horror games, roguelikes, and card games, but I've just been really sick of hanging out in my room, and they're just rubbish. So I got into playing like physical card games, like Magic the Gathering with my friends, like just as an excuse to get out. Like the game itself is kind of ridiculous. But and I just really been enjoying the connection that I do. So I watched my friend play this game called Inscription. Like I played it myself, but when I watched him play it, he's over there, that really changed my perspective. Like it made me realize how fascinating it was. Like the game just repeatedly undermines what you expect of it, which I just thought was really amazing, and I wanted to try and implement something like that into real life. So I ended up making an immersive sensory horror experience inside the Rose Hill basement. I just chose the because it's a pub just across the road, if you guys don't know, but I feel like most of you probably do. It's I was just very familiar with the space already, and it's also soundproofed, which gives you a lot of control over what people are actually experiencing. So, sorry, it's very, I did not practice this really at all. I'm just reading this on my book. But yeah, I chose the escape room style format because I wanted a way to pay attention. Because if people were sort of hanging around in an enclosed, cluttered space for, I don't know, maybe an hour, I feel like that would give a lot of time to sort of manipulate people, essentially. So you can see on the screen, can we fast forward a bit? This is essentially what they were doing. We trapped them in the basement. There's a bunch of clues that I had them to find. I've got quite an explanation on my table over there.
I can show you some of them. I designed this whole card game for them to play. It's quite simple. It takes a lot of writing to describe even quite a simple card games because there's so much little nuance and stuff. But I wrote on the cards, I wrote little clues on all the cards so that people could see them as they sort of flick through and put them down, which I thought was quite fun. And then they led them to the other clues, like this scroll which had a riddle on it. And I got one of my friends to hide in the cupboard and dress up like a doll. And I gave her this jar which has a cassette in it. And there's 3 dice in there which give you the code 666 to unlock the padlock, which was really fun. Actually, this might be useful. I made a whole diamond plot for how they were going to get out. There's a whole onboarding which I got my friend to basically act like a crazy person. They put like tea, tea with like Google in it, and then I was actually just completely insane and was just doing crazy manic stuff, and then slammed the door behind them with a crazy laugh. They're over there. But yeah, I had all these clues to lead them towards playing the right melody on an organ, which would then, I could then give the information to my friend and then she would let them out of the room to sort of escape. Yeah. There's quite a lot. I don't really know what to say. If any of you have any questions, because I really haven't covered that much. It was so much fun. It was actually so much fun. Yeah, the photos, yeah. This is my friend. They did my makeup today. They're very talented. This is my other friend. She was hiding in the cupboard. She was trying to scare them. It was quite funny. And then the third one, this is just the sort of setup that we had. The lighting, it was a lot darker in there, but obviously it's a film camera, so we had to turn up a little bit. But yeah. Sarah, can I ask you some questions?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I can't remember what they were. What did you expect coming into the experience?
Oh, I was working with you a bit, so I knew bits, but real fragments. I just knew to be surprised and be on my guard, and that I'd be working with 3 people that I didn't know, although I did know Cassie, but yeah, it was quite vague, yeah, apart from the little instruction.
But what did you find the most surprising? I mean, Cassie could answer this as well, like, if she wants to.
To be honest, I think all of it was surprising because I had even less of a clue than Sarah. I just kind of like trusted that you weren't going to do anything terrible to me. I don't know, I think it was sort of maybe the actual game itself. It came as a surprise because the first thing was drinking a cup of tea with googly eyes in it, and I was like, okay, if this is the starting point, like this could go anywhere. Yeah, I think probably just the actual experience of the game, I would say.
Yeah. What did you find the most fun?
Oh, I don't think I could choose. I think the fun part was knowing when it was starting, because we walked in and it's like obviously started as soon as we walked through the door, but because I've done escape rooms before, and that was always the bit that like got me so excited. I was like, okay, when does it actually start? Does it start when we walk in the room, or does it start before? Like, because you just told me like to be ready to be messed with, basically.
Yeah, I gave everyone very limited information. It was just like, be here at this time and nothing else. So it was kind of mean, but that was kind of what made it fun. And I'm going to have the footage for this just running on the TV like 24/7 when the exhibition's open. It's quite long, but if you guys want to flick through it, I might put 1 times on the sheet so you can see where things happen, because it really is like 40 minutes long. Yeah, if anyone else has any more questions. Yeah?
What was your favourite reaction moment, like watching the footage?
I'm not sure, honestly. Maybe when this girl thingy, she opens the cupboard and looks in there and sees the girl in the cupboard, and she's like, I'm not supposed to be here, and she's closing the door. That's probably my favorite part.
You see yourself putting it on again anytime?
Yeah, I do have a lot of ideas. There was so many technical issues when I was doing this, which really, I think, hindered the experience.
No, we didn't notice. No.
I know you didn't notice, but I know. Okay, but yeah, I could totally adapt it to different venues, and I have so many ideas for ways I could take it. So yeah.
Why did you enjoy torturing your friends so much?
Because I hate them. I'm going to send you guys to a break now, so go have a fag, go to the toilet. You got like 15 minutes. They let me go on the decks and just have fun, so I'm never drums. some reason. We're starting off with Macy. I don't know what she's done, but I'm excited to see her. So.
Can everyone hear me? Yes, you can. Cool. Okay, so my piece for Lighthouse was called Searching, Searching. It's playing in the background with no sound. And when you come for the exhibition for real, it will be over here in this fun little cabinet. Like some other people have kind of said this evening, I started the project. I had big plans at the start. I wanted to create a whole interactive game. I had many ambitions, but life gets in the way, and I'm happy that I managed to make something. I've ended up, I sort of came into this, like I'm a filmmaker, but I wanted to experiment with games, so I was teaching myself a lot about game engines, trying to figure out Unity and watching a lot of tutorials. That was hard. This actually all came together in the last couple of weeks when me and Jay went shopping and saw this amazing cabinet that I haven't stopped going on about and had like a brainwave and decided that would play into the work. I think I'd like to say that this piece really is like, it's dedicated to my grandparents. My grandmother Atilda Byfield and my granddad Peter Goodgame, who both passed away during COVID. The symbol that's come up there, I wanted to talk about it because it means Sankofa. It's an Adinkra symbol from the Akan tribe in Ghana, and it comes from a proverb which means it's not taboo to go back and fetch what you've left behind. I think like a lot of my work often is concerned with time and the sort of cyclical nature of that and change. I wanted to sort of create the illusion of these floating things within the cabinet. It looks different on the screen. That was very last minute, thank you for helping me with that. But yeah, similar to the Cassie, like I was sat on a lot of these animations and like experiments for quite a few years. I think before LYC I wasn't really given the sort of momentum to actually do something with them. But I decided a lot of this footage is from Jamaica and Tobago. Like I went with my dad for the first time a few years ago, and that was really grounding and exciting for me. So I just decided that, I don't know, even though I wanted to come into this project and try a lot of new things, I wanted to create something interactive and work with communities. Wasn't able to do all of that, but in order to kind of hold other people and facilitate that, you need to hold yourself first. So I've created something that's quite grounding for me. I'm really happy I managed to do it. I had so many profound things to say about the work. I'm distracted by it on the screen now. But yeah, me and Wakisa have set our work up over here. We've created this kind of living room vibe. This cabinet, I wanted to sort of make something that feels really steady and monumental. It's quite shrine-like. I put a lot of objects inside from loved ones and, I don't know, family. This guy was amazing. Dominic at the Labour rally, and the Labour Party just won, and he was just so excited. So, yeah, it was really fun for me to make and just kind of like tie up a lot of loose ends in this project and put it all here. And I think once the exhibition's in full swing as well, I'd like to ask people to, if they've got anything of like sentimental value, or even if it's just like a receipt or a button, to leave it in this cabinet too, because when you put them in a context like that, it takes on meaning. Yeah, Lighthouse has been wicked. Those closest to me know that I've been, I don't know, life's been crazy, like the last months. But being able to spend time creating something and show that that I can do it has just been, it's been pretty awesome. Even if it's like, even if it's been me this week not sleeping and trying to get it all done on time. Yeah, and I think also a lot of pieces in this room, even with like the title of our exhibition, Beyond the Barrier, they respond to this sort of sensation at least that I've felt. I think a lot of us have felt it, but like the sort of uncertainty and fragility with all the global events happening. And it's nice to be able to tether yourself to something tangible. So I've chosen objects like that locket and like things that, I don't know, that don't normally have meaning, but I don't know, you've got to start somewhere. So being able to ground yourself in physical objects was something I really wanted to explore. So even though it's not the amazing magnum opus video game that I initially planned, I'm proud of it, and it's nice to be able to like put my family in a place like this and be able to talk about it in front of everyone. My brother's probably crying again. Are you crying, Matthew? Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, but come and see it when it's in the cabinet looking all ghostly and wonderful. It's been, thank you, Maf J. Where are you? Where are you? You're here. Thank you for all of your help with trying to, and like, for getting it all set up, because that was a mission. I think I would like to expand on this. I would like to create the kind of interactive experience I wanted to make eventually. It's just been a really good start point and a really good foundation. And yeah, thank you to Lighthouse for facilitating all of it. It's been wonderful. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking there, and I don't know if that was 5 minutes or not, but yeah.
Thank you so much, Lucy. That's so cool. Next up, we've got Lucy. Do you want to talk?
Yeah, so I've got a video and some music which Maya has done, my girlfriend. It's basically just... Okay, I'm going to stop talking. basically, that is the visuals. My experience being a transsexual dyke and experiencing homelessness and all of the fucked up shit in the world, and yeah, just how fucked up the world seems right now. You can check my girlfriend out on Instagram. Her music is amazing. Yeah, that's it. Cheers. Yeah, like the harmony between the audio and the visual there, that was just really amazing. Like that was really so cool. But now we've got the gorgeous Ocarina doing an acoustic set.
Hello. So I'm gonna do a couple of songs for you today. Oh, it's okay. The first song I'm gonna do is, does anyone know what Bungaroosh is? Okay, a few people. If you don't know what Bungaroosh is like a building material that's almost exclusively found in Brighton. And it's made by like mixing like limestone, like a cement, with like anything you can find. So like bits of old brick or like glass, and there's like wellies or whatever. And they make a sort of, and they say make a sort of mould, and then they pour in the mixture, and that's how they make the walls for Bungaroosh. And some of these houses have been like stood for like hundreds of years, but they're not very well maintained by the Brighton landlords. So yeah, this song is called Bungaroosh, and it is about shitty housing, but shittier housemates. It's not just the walls that are off-white. Something funky's coming out those pipes. I guess you wouldn't care, 'cause you caused it. Signed contract binded to the enemy. To think I thought we'd get on so easily. Your virtue signals were lies, and I fell. Guess there's a pest on every floor, so let's just burn it down from ground to roof. I feel so let down in residence with you. I cannot live like this. This house is making me feel sick. Don't act like you are the victim, please. Isn't it your dad who's in the news? Another rule for them and their daughters. Called you out, now you're being insane to me. Can't you see exactly what this means to me? All your friends are the same, and I'm exhausted. Guess there's a pest behind every door, so let's burn it down from ground to roof. Burn the whole damn town and all the Bungaroosh. I cannot live like this. Privilege is not well distributed. You were complicit in a house that's not. not with just my guitar when I was like a teenager, but recently in the last year as I've released music, I normally perform with like a big over-the-top backing track. So it feels very raw. But the next song I'm going to do, I'm going to need your help with. Are you up for doing some singing with me? Wonderful. Okay, we'll do a rehearsal, and then I'll sing the actual song. So it's a call and response. So I'm going to sing something, and you have to repeat that line. So, this kind of love is just kind of love. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it too far. Okay, should we do it one more time actually? Okay. This kind of love. It's just kind of love. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it too far. That's so beautiful. Okay, you're gonna have to do that. I will yell at you when you need to sing. So this song is a kind of love song. And I put it together after someone that I was seeing told me they loved me. I was a bit freaked out. And they were like, it's not personal. I was like, sure, if you say so. And then this song kind of came together. Yeah, this is Room for Me. You're someone I'd hug, but not too tightly, please. Just light enough to have some room to breathe. You're someone I love, but don't take it to heart. You're someone I trust, don't take it personally. Don't take it too far, it's just too much for me. See, this kind of love, it's just kind of love. But would you mind if I stayed a while inside your mind, soaking up your secrets to distract from mine? You already have such a pricey place in my headspace, so well, you move over please and make some room for me. I'ma climb to the burns, I never do take a break. It was never my turn to have it all go my way. And that kind of love was not really love. Took all I could, it was manipulative. Think I always knew that it would end up like this. Am I needy enough for that kind of love? Would you mind if I stayed a while inside your mind, soaking up your secrets to distract from mine? You already have such a pricey place in made a lyric book, sort of zine situation, which you can find on my table over there. And I hand wrote all the lyrics, and yeah, check it out. I have an activity table, so do some cutting and sticking or doodling or whatever, and add to the wall if you would like to. And now I'm going to change the mood up a bit. During this process, we got to spend time in the Rose Hill, and the Rose Hill studio downstairs is amazing. And they have so many random, weird instruments and percussion and stuff. And I'd written this song, and I knew I wanted to have just lots of like noise on it. So yeah, I'm going to show you a demo. So that I recorded. Well, I recorded the percussion parts in the Rose Hill. And I'm also going to try and make you sing along with this. The chorus is quite straightforward. The chorus I sing first, I pick it up, and you have to sing along when it comes on. But this is a song about being like a bit of a weirdo, being a bit of a special snowflake. So I'm going to come out. This song is called Anomaly. Why do I always have to be such an anomaly? Why do I always have to be such an anomaly? If something is mainstream, then it just might be a waste of my time. If it's unconventional, I'm that professional. See me outside the lines. Why do I always have to be such an anomaly? Why do I always have to be such a what? Such an anomaly. I can't stand to stand around. Sometimes I just don't understand. I can't live in a lie. If it's niche, I'm flexible. Basics not comprehensible. Don't tell me about your boring life. Why do I always have to be such an anomaly? I can't hear you. Why do I always have to be such an anomaly? Why do I always have to be such an anomaly? One more time. Why do I always have to be such an anomaly? Thank you. And I have one more thing in store for you later. But for now, I'm going to. Thank you.
I think we're going to a break now, guys. Are we not? It's Jolie performing. Oh, it's Jolie. Where's Jolie? There's Jolie. We have the fabulous Jolie back.
I'm not performing. At life events can sometimes hinder your progress, but that's okay. My thing's over there in the back in the corner. Can't really see it right now, but if you have time during the week, come by and check it out. It's called Ash and Elm. It's a EP, but also it's a mixed reality biome, I think is what I've kind of been using to describe it. I've been testing it out and trying it for the past year and a half, and I've always wanted to bring forward a work that kind of represents an amalgamation of things like open world games and campfire and folk heritage symbolism and good old northern grit. Glitch effect and wild bird song. These themes are important to me because they kind of represent escapism and industrial civilization, which can make you feel slightly abnormal if you are from a working class town that just the only nature around you is farmland, which is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but can get a bit old sometimes. By virtue of my lovely girlfriend, who's a full-blooded Kiwi, I went to Aotearoa and I got back 9 days ago, and it just taught me a lot about what we are lacking in kind of modern day city life, and I realised that if we're given something to respect, then we just kind of do so naturally. The thing being nature. If we have it, and if it surrounds us, and if we have it to look at, then we do naturally respect it. It's something over there that's just naturally, it's like it's sacred and it's its own entity. And we are just breathing in fog and smog and pollution on our way to work on the tube, and it, just doesn't make much sense. And yeah, the EP is informed by cycles of nature and digital video games, and it echoes spiritual experiences in nature. The main thing that you'll hear throughout is the hammered dulcimer, which is one of two things. It's a great conversation starter. I'm someone that hates small talk, so whenever someone asks, what do you do, I'm always like, oh god. But ever since I've started playing the hammered dulcimer, I'm like excited to be like, yeah, play the hammered dulcimer. But you don't know what that is. And it's also kind of historically ambiguous. It's an instrument that just it's pulled from different corners of the earth. It's a wooden box with strings that you hit. So many countries have invented their own versions of it, and one of them being Northumbria, where I'm from. Yeah, that's all really. It's over there if you want to go and listen to it at some point during the week. It's loaded up on my PSP for no reason, just thought it looked cool. Yeah, next we're going for a break, but after you're going to hear from Adrienne, who is great, and it's going to be one of the most amazing experiences of your life. So.
We're going to a break, right? Yeah, that's what we said. Okay, I'll see you guys in like 20 minutes.
first I'm going to say, just for this act, no pictures or videos of the performer. Secondly, more fun. Just cozy round. Feel free to come in close and experience this. It's going to be dust and very ethereal, fairy, cool music. I hope you enjoy. Improv. Okay. So we're not ready. I'll talk about the other acts as well, I think, just so we know what's happening. So there's going to be Cash, who's artist in all fields, producer, music person, very cool, just cool music. And then there'll be Ocarina as Chicken again. Ocarina again, as this time as Chicken. Drag, really cool. It's going to be exciting. Nothing really you've seen before. Yeah. Thinking now. Have I got any jokes? Oh yeah, I was gonna. I'll give you a teaser for later. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna be like, "Hi, I'm South again. Welcome to Lighthouse." Thank you to Lighthouse for putting this on, and the mentors. Again, thank you to the mentors. That's not a joke. That's serious. And then for Ocarina as Chicken, I'm gonna say, "Hi." Here's Ocarina as Chicken. It's gonna be clucking fantastic. You what? Sorry. Oh, your cello.
Yes.
Oh, there's gonna be a cello as well. Eventually, in this part, there's going to be a cello. Yay! So we're just like dust here, setting up. There's a lot of tech stuff in this section, and it's going to be spacey, and you're going to hear, like, you're going to experience such awesome stuff. Are you good to go? Okay. It was. Yeah, I'm in my feelings. It's Laurie here. No. Okay. Next up is Cash here? Yeah. Yes. Okay, so next up is Cash. He'll be performing the music and producer, musical artist, all-round creative person. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but I know it's music and I know it's going to be good. Great. Yeah. Good? Okay, I'm going to go. See you later.
Good night, everyone. How are we doing? Yeah, that was amazing, Dust, by the way. I had no idea what to expect, but like, seized it completely. And I'm pretty sure he produced that, played the cello, made all of the costume, everything that he's wearing is handmade. That's just phenomenal. So big out one more time for Dust. Yeah, so we're going to just quickly get set up. Got to get his pedal out and stuff, which is fine. I'll just talk about my involvement in mentorship. So when I came onto the mentorship program, I wasn't really sure what to do, because I feel like I do music and I always want to put music out, so I didn't want to focus on something music related. Luckily there was a bunch of different groups with different mentors that had loads of interest. So I gave myself a really massive task of trying to produce a short film within the time. So we shot a short film recently. We've got some BTS clips just in the small room over there. It's my first time ever trying to do anything on film, so it was a massive learning experience because I didn't know what a producer was, I didn't know what the difference between a director was from a director of photography. So like now I've learned a whole bunch of stuff, and thanks so much to Callum as well for just showing me, you know, all the different layers to filmmaking. So yeah, I'm super grateful for this program in general. It's really good for like just being able to express yourself in whatever way you feel. So yeah, and tonight I'm gonna be showing you some that I've been working on, a mixture of stuff out. I recently released an EP called Blast, and it's on Spotify. That was in November, and it was very like close and personal project to me. I felt like I had to go through certain experiences to release it. And now this year I'm releasing more music as well. I actually dropped a song today called Lost in Time. Thank you. And yeah, so I'm now exploring different like areas of my creativity because I've always been production focused, like music production. And this year now I'm like be an artist, trying to make short films, you know, put on events, and it's anything that, you know, makes me feel fulfilled. So yeah. So let me grab my mic and so that I've got. Can I use this mic instead now? Oh yeah, true. Actually, we screened the BTS video while we're here waiting, which was shot by the amazing Cassie. She's taken by that. Because I honestly haven't edited any of the short film yet. We did the shooting day, you know, which was sick. You know, I was glad that we had that done, but the editing process, I'm yet to learn about that. But Cassie got some amazing BTS clips, and I put it together. And yeah, That is a wrap, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, so so you're probably wondering what the short film's about, maybe, I don't know. But just quickly, I have experienced a lot of loss recently, and for me it felt like I was actually confiding in my friends you can keep playing that, that's nice. I was confiding in my friends and trying to analyze life, or what's it called, an analogy, so making an analogy of my life. So like I feel like I'm in the car by myself, and I've lost my passenger, i.e. my ex-girlfriend, my mom passed away as well, and all those experiences led to me kind of embracing this side that I've never really been in touch with, which is perfect for the song because it's called Bad Weather, and it's just like, yeah, sometimes we get these moments in life that, you know, it's passing, we know it's passing, like bad weather, but it's still there, and you have to be in the rain sometimes. So yeah, this one's called Bad Weather. It's of my EP called Blast. This based on a concept by David Hilbert, which was Einstein's best friend or one of his friends. He was explaining infinity for the first time, and he explained it as like, imagine a hotel that could accommodate an infinite number of guests. So I wrote it from a perspective of someone that was working in the hotel, just trying to find their room, or just living the same day over and over. This was called Hilbert's Hotel. infinite space, into the time I go. Enter the room, another room, feel like I'm stuck on the loop. Another day, another phase, feeling like deja vu. Maybe these walls, all these walls, hold infinity's key. I'm searching for more, open the door, set my spirit free. This is the life I know. Infinite doors, infinite floors, people just come and go. Yeah, I feel the walls move closer. Infinite known, but infinite space. Time I go. Yeah, so that one was called Hilbert's Hotel. Song for you guys. It's called Runaway. It's also on my EP. Yeah, and I'm gonna be using it for the film. I think it's gonna be part of it in some way. So yeah, this is Runaway. So I just wanna run away. Say I just wanna run, ooh, ooh, I wanna run away. Say I just wanna run away, ooh, I wanna run away. Say I just wanna run, ooh, I wanna run away. So let me, when I leave, they holding my shirt. I know I can't breathe. Inside my mind, I start to ease. I have to feel, I have to breathe. I ain't got time to waste. Another day against the grain. I free my mind and end to change. I entertain, now I enter fame, and I just wanna run away. I wanna run away. I just wanna run. Just wanna run, I wanna run away. So let me run away. I wanna run away. So let me run away. Thank you so much, guys. I've been Castro, and thank you for Lighthouse for facilitating this whole program. I've completely just changed another side of my creativity, and that's amazing to me. So big up to Lighthouse for that as well. Appreciate you guys.
Hello. That was Cash Green, everyone. That was really great. I really liked it. So we're gonna have props for the next act. So we're gonna do a bit of setting up for a couple of minutes. So talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be back.
Congratulations on the biscuits!
donate because this is a great program and it gives people, like young people, amazing opportunities, and it's been a great time.
Right now your money's doubled. With the big gift, do it now. Right now.
chicken-related puns in the break, but all I have to say, the only one I came up with is, you know that phrase, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Well, please put all your eggs in this basket because it's sturdy, it's great, and ocarina is a chicken. So, yeah. It's ocarina chicken. Yay.
Tom, outside.
Thank you.
something that are worth lots of money. The breasts are the most expensive part. It's the biggest and it's the whiteness.
But how can I stay? Doesn't matter what I do, I'm full of hate. There is some light between us, I'm pushing now off the tits. Off the tits. Off the tits. Off the tits. I know that I know where I just can you stand the shower, see you erected and I'm crying. I'll never be the lady. Why make me get up now? Take this passion, suck it out, it's not the go to the next
That is a chicken breast. Came off the chicken and then you're left with a carcass with all the ribs and the little bits of giblets. So I'm going to tell you a little story about how you can use all the leftover bits you don't like to make food. You've got to put loads of stuff in. They either like it to stay like, flavouring in there.
That was amazing. Give it one more time for Ocean. I'm just waiting to see that performance as well. Like, I remember when you were going to do that a couple weeks ago. And yeah, she came with they came with their outfit and it was just insane. I wanted to see that performance, so I'm glad I finally got to. But yeah, so I'm on the closing remarks for the night. I think this has been really successful, so give a big round of applause to everyone involved. Big another big clap for Lighthouse, specifically Lighthouse. But yeah, I think all of us experienced some sort of realization about our creativity in this program, and that's exactly what they wanted to do with it. And it was really well facilitated. We had space to express ourselves however we wanted. We could always reach out to the mentors, and they were always really helpful. In fact, Math J came and helped me come up with my idea for even having the short film in the first place. So I'm really grateful for everything and everyone for helping us do that. But yeah, I don't know how to end this really, but thank you for coming. This was really sick. I appreciate everyone coming. The donation, please donate to Feel the Future. Thank you. Feel the Future. Donate to Feel the Future. Is there QR codes dotted around? Or yeah, behind you. Perfect. So scan this one. And then you'll be able to donate to the cause. But thank you guys for coming out tonight. I appreciate you for being here. And yeah.
Music.